And now moving on to the Sabarimala story. Yes, it's been a right to pray campaign where in fact the women have been defeated. Yes, while the Supreme Court says that the women need to in fact go across, there shouldn't be any kind of discrimination, and the Supreme Court restored the constitutional right of women to enter the Sabarimala temple. Now in fact devotees and particularly women devotees are being blocked, heckled and stopped yet again. Women devotees are now returning from the Sabarimala temple along with police protection. This is what we are picking up right now. We will go across to Pooja, Priyanka, Krishnamurthy and Sanjeevi to get us the latest on the development. As of now, Priyanka Sharma is joining us, our correspondent who's been tracking these developments very closely. She's been interacting with the ministers out there, confronting them with the reality, even as Republic reporters were also targeted by the unruly mob. Priyanka, what's the latest you're telling us? The women journalists from New York Times and also other women devotees are now returning because the state government and the police failed to give them protection to enter the temple.
Well, absolutely. And in fact, let me take you directly to this protest that I'm standing at. And this is a BJP protest. And all of them are actually protesting against the police officials now. They're not protesting against the government. They're saying that the police acted on their own accord. In fact, they also said that the government does not accept that non-believers should be given entry inside of the temple. And they said that the police should not have actually taken these two women and should not have gone inside. Let's actually try to get in a word from some of the protesters and actually what they really have to say about protesting against the police now. Ma'am, why is this protest against the police now?
Actually, now the police is going to defeat the purpose of this strike. Actually, we are fighting to maintain the justice of devotees. Because
why protest against the police? Why the police?
We don't know why the police is behaving like, we don't know. Because now the Devasam Ministry is coming to press and saying that there is no such instruction from the part of the government to bring these non-believers to Sabarimala. But police is purposefully bringing non-believers. They are activists. They are
How will they purposefully bring non-believers? What are you trying to actually say?
We don't know what is the agenda behind this. We don't know. We the believers don't know, because this now the lady, this is Maria Fatima, I think Fatima Rehana Fatima. The Rehana Fatima, she is a left liberal activist.
So you're saying that left liberals will not be allowed inside of the temple?
What the Supreme Court has said, the believers, that the age limits 10 to 15, the believers can go to the temple. That is only a direction by the court. There is no such...
But ma'am, why this bifurcation further into the women who will be allowed? Now you're saying that non-believers will not be allowed. How do you make...
I didn't say that non-believers will be allowed there. Our stand is very clear that devotees... 10 to 15 will not be allowed. Is it a believer or non-believer? Now the practice is that the age group 10 to 50 women won't be go there. That is the practice and that will be continued. That is our...
All right. So that is the logic coming in from the protesters saying that, they're opposing the police. Now, in fact, this protest is going to be walking a few kilometers and going to IG Abraham's house and then protesting there and saying that the police is actually acting on their own accord now. This is the logic coming from the BJP. They're saying that the state government has not directed the police to bring these women inside. Police is trying to incite and actually hurt the sentiments of the right-wing organizations, and they're saying that the police is a communist machinery, and that's why they're targeting the Hindus and ruining the rituals and targeting Hindus as well. So this is the logic, this is the line of attack that has come from the right-wing organizations. This protest was very soon lead towards the IG Abraham's house, and they're saying that they will continue this protest, and they've also said that there is some kind of meeting going on between the Devasam board ministers and other ministers as well, who will then announce on what their actual decision is on these two women being allowed inside of the temple.
All right, Priyanka getting us the ground report early this morning, but Krishnamurthy is also joining us live. He's been reporting very bravely from outside the Sannidhanam. Krishnamurthy, coming to you. Please explain to us what really transpired since early morning. We believe that the women were marching towards the temple and the head priest of the temple threatened that he will shut down the temple if the women proceed further towards Sabarimala. Please help us understand what's happening now, and have the women left now, and are the people now, the devotees, the believers celebrating?
Well, Yes, but there was supposed to be history in the making. They were so near yet so far, because just 100 meters away from the temple when the protest started by the devotees. And in fact, seeing right now is the celebrations by devotees who protested against these two women who are entering. In fact, now they're chanting and now they're celebrating the fact that these women couldn't enter the temple. Celebrating the fact that these women couldn't enter the temple premises. That's so disappointing that the Supreme Court judgment was not implemented. Those two brave women, one journalist and another devotee, tried to enter this particular location, but then finally they couldn't enter. There were hectic parties going on. Now the first police, in fact, the IG tried to convince the protesters to not. Devotees are steadfast. They said they will not allow to enter. In fact, this is the main approach area to the temple, right behind them. There is the temple premises, and they formed a human chain, and they didn't allow them to enter the temple premises. And that's when the IG, in fact, had to convince the women to head back. And matters became even when the Devasam Board minister tried to actually ask the women to not enter the temple premises, which is again backtracking on the statement made by the government itself that they will allow all women to enter the temple premises. Now, when in fact the temple premises, in fact, he joined these protesters right here and protested, saying that he will shut down the temple if these two women are allowed inside the temple premises. That's when the IG, in fact, spoke to these women. In fact, the government also spoke to them, and they decided that they will actually take back those women back again to the Pamba base camp, which is about.
സുപ്രീം കോടതി വിധി അനുസരിച്ച് ഈ ഗവൺമെന്റിന്റെ കടമയാണ്. മാത്രമല്ല, അത് നിയമപരമായും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഭരണഘടനാപരമായും ഏറ്റവും ശരിയാണ്. ഒരു സ്ത്രീക്ക് ശബരിമല ദർശനം നടത്താൻ ആഗ്രഹമുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അങ്ങനെ വന്ന് അയ്യപ്പനെ കണ്ടു വണങ്ങി പോകാൻ അവർക്ക് അവരുടെ ഭക്തി പ്രകടിപ്പിക്കാനുള്ള അവകാശം പുരുഷനെ പോലെ തന്നെ ഉണ്ട് എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. എന്നാൽ നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ തന്നെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യമാണ്, ഈ ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം ഗവൺമെൻറ് നേരത്തെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു നിയമം പാസ്സാക്കി ശബരിമലയിലേക്ക് ആളുകളെല്ലാം പോകണം എന്നുള്ളതല്ല പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളത്. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു സാമൂഹ്യ നീതി ഉറപ്പാക്കുക മാത്രമാണ് ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിൻ്റെ ഉദ്ദേശം. അതിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായി എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു സംഘർഷാവസ്ഥയിലേക്ക് ഈ നാടിനെ നയിക്കാൻ ഗവൺമെൻറ് ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നില്ല. ദേവസ്വം മന്ത്രി വളരെ വ്യക്തമായിട്ട് ഈ കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. നേരത്തെ ശബരിമലയിലേക്ക് പോകാൻ സ്ത്രീകൾക്ക് പ്രൊട്ടക്ഷൻ കൊടുത്തുകൊണ്ട് അവരെ കൊണ്ടുപോയിട്ടുള്ള IG ശ്രീജിത്തും വളരെ വ്യക്തമായിട്ട് ഈ കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആരോടെങ്കിലും ഒരു വലിയ മത്സരം നടത്തി ശബരിമലയിലേക്ക് ഇടിച്ചു കയറുക എന്നുള്ളത് ഈ ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിൻ്റെ ഉത്തരവാദിത്വമേ അല്ല, ആഗ്രഹവുമല്ല. എന്നാൽ നല്ല ഭക്തി പ്രകടിപ്പിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഒരു സ്ത്രീ അയ്യപ്പനെ കാണാൻ വരണമെന്ന് ആഗ്രഹിച്ചാൽ ആ ഭക്തി പ്രകടിപ്പിക്കാനുള്ള അവകാശം സംരക്ഷിക്കേണ്ടത് ഈ ഗവൺമെന്റിന്റെ ഉത്തരവാദിത്തമാണ്. അത് വിശ്വാസികളും മനസ്സിലാക്കണം. നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിലെ ജനങ്ങൾ ആകെ ചിന്തിക്കേണ്ടുന്ന ഒരു വസ്തുതയുണ്ട്. നല്ല ഭക്തരായിട്ടുള്ള ആളുകൾക്ക് ദൈവത്തിന്റെ മുന്നിൽ സമത്വം ഉണ്ടാകുമെന്ന് വിശ്വസിക്കുന്ന ദൈവവിശ്വാസമാണ് നമുക്ക് ഏറ്റവും ഉചിതം. ആ രീതിയിൽ തന്നെ ശബരിമല ഒരു പ്രത്യേക സ്ഥലവും കൂടിയാണ്. കേരളത്തിന്റെ പ്രത്യേകിച്ചൊരു അഭിമാനകരമായിട്ടുള്ളൊരിടമെന്ന് പറയാം. മതേതരമായിട്ടുള്ള ഭക്തി പ്രകടനമാണ് അവിടെ നടക്കുന്നത്. ഇങ്ങനെ എല്ലാം സമ്മേളിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളൊരു സ്ഥലം വളരെ അപൂർവമാണ്. അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു അഭിമാനം കേരളത്തിനുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ആർക്കും പോകാം. ശബരിമലയിലേക്ക് വ്രതമെടുത്ത് അയ്യപ്പനെ കാണണമെന്ന് ആഗ്രഹിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഏത് മതസ്ഥർക്കും പോകാൻ കഴിയുന്ന അവസ്ഥയുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അതെല്ലാം സംരക്ഷിക്കണം. എന്നാൽ എല്ലാം അഭിപ്രായം അങ്ങനെ ആക്ടിവിസ്റ്റുകളൊക്കെ ആയിട്ട് വന്നിട്ട് ഒരു ശക്തി അവിടെ സ്ത്രീകൾക്ക് പോകാനുള്ള അവകാശം സംരക്ഷിച്ചു കൊടുത്താൽ ഭക്തജനങ്ങളും കൂടി സഹായിക്കണം. ഭക്തരായിട്ടുള്ള സ്ത്രീകൾ വരുമ്പോൾ അവരെ തൊഴാൻ അനുവദിക്കാനും ശബരിമല ദർശനത്തിനുള്ള അനുമതി അവർക്ക് ഉണ്ടാക്കി കൊടുക്കാനും അത് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. അവിടെ ഒരു സംഘർഷ ഭൂമിയാക്കാൻ കുറെ ആക്ടിവിസ്റ്റുകളെല്ലാം പോയി പിടിച്ചെടുക്കുന്ന രീതിയിൽ
All right, that's the latest we are picking up. That was a minister, in fact, speaking, reacting on the violence that has erupted. But now, women devotees have yet again been blocked out. The head priest of Sabarimala decided to halt the services out there for 2 hours and, in fact, threatened to shut down the temple if the women devotees continue to walk and march towards the temple. The IG had to intervene, and now, unfortunately, all the women devotees, and including that reporter, are now heading back amidst tight security. The devotees seem to be celebrating, but is this what we have wanted all this while? it is certainly a battle between restoring faith and constitutional rights. We will be tracking all the developments with the largest reporting contingent from down on ground. At this moment, it's time to head for a short break.